And Chris Paul, again, just absolutely magnificent. 37 points, 7 assists. I feel really, really good about the Suns' chances next round. That's because of Chris Paul. It's because of Devin Booker and this whole group.
Really quick, before I begin, if you guys can smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, this seriously makes a huge difference to my videos and lets YouTube know to recommend this video to a brand new audience. So thank you so much for doing that, and let's begin.
Phoenix beat Denver 125-118 to advance to the Western Conference Finals. The bright future Suns are now the bright now Suns. Devin Booker had 34 points, fueled the Suns' first half lead. And Chris Paul, again, just absolutely magnificent, Kyle. 37 points, 7 assists, 2 turnovers for the series. Games 1 through 4. Game 1, 21 points, 11 assists, 1 turnover. Game 2, 17 points, 15 assists, 0 turnovers. Game 3, 27 points, 8 assists, 2 turnovers. Game 4, 37 points, 7 assists, 2 turnovers for the series, 25.5 points, 10.3 assists to only 1.3 turnovers. Chris Paul is not going away anytime soon, Kyle. This guy is still a dominant force, and it was a pleasure to watch him just rip apart the Nuggets defense.
Yeah, man, it's been a pretty crazy shift from where we started, in the beginning of Game 1 against the Lakers to where we are now. It just seemed like the narrative had shifted back towards that tragedy that has followed him a lot throughout his career. He's a guy that I think is universally, respected among the hoop world. Players, even if he can be sort of a combative personality, you like to see it. I know Chris Paul isn't everybody's favorite, but he's a great mentor to young point guards across the league. That was something that I found in researching him. A lot. He takes a lot of time to tutor those guys, but he's showing us that he's not just a sort of dribble around Bob Cousy type who's just kind of hanging in there on the floor.
Type.
I just mean he's not like a guy who's just barely hanging on out there. Chris Paul, he knows his spots. I mean, specifically, we know his spot. It's the right elbow. We know how he likes to get there, and you could tell in that third quarter, he smelled blood. He could tell it was time to close this thing out.
You mentioned that third quarter from Chris Paul, Kyle. All series long, it felt like anytime Denver pulled the help defense over to the paint to help against a lob or an entry pass to DeAndre Ayton, he would immediately fire a pass to a corner 3 shooter, put the defense into rotation, or just be a spot up 3 opportunity. And if they didn't do that and they stayed home with a shooter, he would either get to the mid-range pull-up or find Ayton or just get into the teeth of the defense and then kick it out. It felt like every game I read those stats, like the low amount of turnovers, only 5 in the entire series. It felt like he was just in complete control. That speaks to his level of experience and how many times he's been through these runs. And as you said, the way the discourse changed around Chris Paul from that injury when he didn't look like his total self, it's like, uh-oh, it's happening again, another CP3 injury. But, I mean, he looks like a guy who got MVP votes again right now, an all-NBA caliber player. And for the Suns, I mean, I'll tell you what, whether it's, whether it's the Clippers or whether it's the Jazz, for their opponent in the West Finals, I feel really, really good about the Suns' chances next round. That's because of Chris Paul, because of Devin Booker and this whole group.